Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I found my way back to TQ for the live event that is centered around the 15th anniversary of EVE Online. The beacons are called Operation Conscious, Conscious Interruption, and it's basically drifters and sleepers that are trying to disrupt the society of conscious thought from developing the new SOCT battleship, and that's basically the story behind this. I've read that this tends to be very difficult, so we are going to see if we can run this in a Gila. I'm actually going to take the Valkyries here just to have some speed, and I already tried this in the ship that I usually try just to test the waters a little bit, and that is in an Auto Jackdaw, and I couldn't break the Hypnos Tyrannos. So maybe we should start by seeing what we can do against these small drifter drones. Let's see if we can send everything after them. Okay, so those do go down from my Valkyries and my missiles. Let's try not to bounce in that. And am I speeding up? Yes, I am. Okay, those actually die decently quickly. So for the agency event itself, this could work out. And yeah, passive shield, so let's keep one eye on the shield tank. So let's kill, or try to kill one more. Everything does feel pretty damn fast. And then let's go after that Tyrannos. Do I have the range for that? 31 kilometers. So with rapid lights you are not just going to straight up attack those. So we're gonna see if we can switch the targets around a little bit. The speed of this cruiser, 1500 1600 even. That is very fast. I wonder, yeah, my drones do manage to catch up to the cruiser and are now hitting the shields a little bit. Let's also maybe switch to the Galdari Navy. Is that better on my range? 42 kilometers, so we could try and hit these guys with the Galdari Navies. Let's take a look at that. And then I'm not sure, does it mean that there's... I read that there's a battleship that's basically impossible or practically impossible to take out solo. So, ooh, and look at those shots, that must be from the cruiser. That does look very cool. My Auto Jackdaw could tank the sides, but we also have even more of the little frigates coming in. So let's see if we go after that cruiser, if we can actually break it, because my drones alone are not doing too well. I managed to basically on the Auto Jackdaw bring him down to 70% shields, but then his regen just took over and it became a real pain in the butt. So what we're going to do is, and I also just saw one of my Valkyries disengage, something that was noted several times as well. And this time we're actually going to try to maybe pull away from... Oh, we are slowing down substantially because of that, but try to pull away in a single direction, just to see if we can give ourselves a bit more room. We are slowly breaking that shield tank. If we can get past 30%, that should start to go down seriously in the regen rate. So a full load of my rapid light missile launcher is going to break the shield tank on the cruiser. Okay, so that Gila is doing quite nicely. We are getting full hits on that by now, so the Valkyries can go after him. And then the armor, normally they don't have too much armor. So let's hope, well, this one is actually doing quite well, as I need to do a reload. Come on, my drones. And his regen now, it's coming back 10, 11, 12%. Good God. We'll need a second full load, I think, in order to actually get through this guy. And keep one eye on my tank regen, because we are also at 57%, of course. If we get to like less than 40%, I think I'll get the hell out of here. But we are almost loaded. So go, go, go. And firing. Go. Let's break that cruiser, just to see if we can actually handle this site, and if this means that something else is following. The drone the small frigate count seems to be lower all of a sudden. Or am I wrong on that? Come on, guys. Hit him. What the hell? Still at 15%. And where are my drones? Yeah, one of them is definitely not going after that cruiser, which is costing me lots of DPS and lots of time. So you basically want to keep pressing drones engage the cruiser, especially if they risk getting away. And that's a lot of DPS, of course. One of my drones gonna be almost like a third of the DPS. You can clearly see that without the full DPS on the cruiser, we are not really breaking that shield tank too effectively. I'm yet again pulling through all of my missiles here. Now it is slowly going down. One more volley, and I'm just going to keep pressing F so that my drones keep going after that cruiser. And again, running out of charges, I'm just going to keep press F. Drones engage Drifter Strike Cruiser. My shields are holding, and the number of frigates does seem to go down for some reason. Drones keep engaging. Okay, he's beaten. Alright. And then those guys actually do take off. Let's see if anything else shows up. My drones are still going after some stuff. No, they're all leaving. Oh, and the small wrecks actually also potentially yield some loot. So there you go. It looks like the cruiser side is going to be doable in something like a Gila. Although this didn't feel all that easy. Next up, we'll try and look for another site, maybe to do a bit more testing, to see what else happens. It's quite interesting. So in order to find out more about the event, it's called Capsuleer Day in the Agency. The rewards, honestly, I'm not sure that this is enough to incentivize me to grind 1200 points in this. Just some fireworks. Here we've got the Agency Hardshell boosters. Then we have one booster here as well, Advanced Extends Consciousness Cerebral Accelerator, which is nice, but I think they drop as well. And then, of course, a nice Genolution implant could be worth a lot of ISK, but it also does feel like this is gonna be a pretty significant grind if you want to be able to grab that. So there we go. Let's see what we get here. An Agency booster, Stand-Up Large Festival launcher, and some Capsuleer Dawn fireworks. Let's move to another system. Let's see if we can find another one of these sites. Maybe something different, because from the description, if you go to the EVE Online website, this is described as as an event that has multiple layers. A layer for rookie ships, a layer for solo players, something for group players, and then also possibly, was it PvP or was it for large fleets? I'll quickly check on my other screen here. It's on articles. Then I press Operation Conscious Interruption, and with various challenges for pilots of all levels of experience and a number of different encounters that are tailored towards rookies, solo play, group play, and PvP. There is something for everyone. Not sure how you find out about all of those different sites, but let's see if there's another one. Operation Conscious Thought right there. Let's warp in 0, 3 other people in local. We'll see what that's all about. And here's the fitting. So we've got the Rapid Light Missile Launch. I still have this, of course, is one of my exploration ships. You can see my resistance pattern. 72 is my lowest resist. I think you want Omni. I do have some pretty good ballistic control systems in there, and the drone damage amplifier, bit of shield damage here. Let's see what's happening. We've got another Gila running the site. Let's see what he's... yeah, he's got his drones on the cruiser as well. Interesting. And just like me, he actually ran off quite far away in order to try and mitigate the damage a little bit. So, is there another one? Nope. That means that we are going to move to Dira, leave him to his site, since we just managed to grab one. I think that's okay. I would like a booster, maybe. I think I would hunt enough of these down if the booster drops are plentiful enough to try and keep a booster running through this event. Should be almost 2 weeks. It's like a 12-day event until the anniversary itself, but I'm not going to stress too much about the agency points themselves and this reward track here personally. 1200 points, that means 100 points a day pretty much, which does feel like you need to do quite a bit of work in order to get there. Although this is basically 2 more sites for 20 points. That's interesting. That does seem to ramp up quite quickly. But again, I don't feel like the rewards really justify worrying too much about that as like a daily grind or anything like that. It's just my opinion, of course. Don't see anything here. Let's go back to the home system of Dital. See if we can spot anything there. And I grabbed the Valkyrie just because they're fast. I noticed that everything was very fast in those sites, especially that cruiser. So I grabbed the fastest drones, and they apparently could catch up to that cruiser and engage it. Maybe we should try, if we find another site that's available, I'll probably try with my hammerheads, which normally do more damage. But yeah, definitely keep in mind that your drones will switch out from that target, so you want to constantly press F to make sure that they stay on target. And come on, Tital, there was nothing when I left, but maybe doing the Chunka site there might be something else. And something else you should definitely notice here, while this event is probably being run by a lot of players, you can see that there's a lot of signatures as well. Here's a site potentially. Now Tital is a bit more developed these days, of course. We've got 19 people in local, but let's hope that it's new enough that I can still be first in. And yeah, as I've said, if you want to go out and do a bit of exploration now, I think you'll have a higher chance of finding some good combat sites and things like that, because people are, of course, running these event sites at the moment. It should get a bit of your competition out of the way. Here's another one, and a damnation is coming in. No, actually leaving the site after he pulled everything out quite far. That is interesting. Seeing a damnation leave the site like that is quite interesting. We are going to speed in a certain direction. Now we're definitely gonna... Oh, he's at 106 kilometers. Approaching fast though. Definitely approaching fast. Let's see how one of these small guys likes a good missile volley. And this time, as I've said, we are going to use the hammerheads to see if we can get those to work. Can I target the cruiser now? Yes, I can. So I guess we'll try to kill enough frigates. Oh, there we go. 10 points achieved. Was that for 10 kills already? Really? Let's see. Yeah, and then you gotta kill 25 of them for 20 points. So it does escalate decently quickly. Taking care of these frigates feels like it's quite doable. I am in fact going to take some more of these out until I run out of missiles, so we can start with a full batch of missiles on the Hypnos Tyrannos. And I will do another test here to see how well or how badly we take those guys out. Ooh, there's something else here. An obstructor. So they also launch lots of small missiles at you. But that looks like it's doing quite well. Let's see if we can find one that is still near to my drones. Launching 2 volleys at the impeder. No E-war here as far as I can tell. And can my drones finish that guy off? Yes. Okay. Next up, Hypnos Tyrannos. Come on, drones. And here again, just you can see drones engaging Drifter Strike Cruiser. Whenever you see that, that means that I pressed F again, just to make sure that my drones are on target. You can see this one is lagging behind. I think he was already switching out. So we're just really every few seconds going to keep clicking on F, just to make sure that both my targets are firing at the Drifter, and try to keep an eye on your drones and the Drifter in the background. Then we're gonna add our missile damage. My passive shield tank is holding quite well so far, but look at that again. Look at that again. These drones not hunting after the targets. The good news is they are fast enough, but I'm just continually going to keep pressing F, and I want to continually see 3 damage notifications on that cruiser. So he is very fast, but if you make sure that your drones keep going after him, even the slow hammerheads are going to eventually catch up to him and then do some decent damage with 440 to 485 as their shots. My missiles do 1000, so you can see now he's in armor. I keep pressing F because you can clearly see that they want to go after other stuff. But I'm like, nope, nope. Look at that again, that hesitation. It could just be, of course, that to get in firing range, they micro-updrive. And when that is done, that they slow down to try and do an orbit. And he's just so fast that they need to micro-updrive back in again. But they do seem to quite regularly need that command. And again, look at that, 20 missiles on him. This time at least his armor is almost done. We are working on the structure. So this is a much smoother experience. But can we finish this? Because that shield regen is going to come back to 13-14%. We do manage to finish him on a single load of my missiles. I'd say that that's good news. This means that these sites are doable. This is very much doable in my Gila here, although the Gila is quite nicely fit and does have a lot of DPS. But I think that you could get this to work in Tech 2 cruisers as well. Might need to switch around a little bit to see how you're gonna catch up to that cruiser. But it should be doable in Tech 2 cruisers, probably some good faction cruisers as well. But this is not something for the Auto Jackdaw, and if this is actually the easiest site out there, yeah, I wonder what the other sites are. So this is a quick first look at this current event centered around the 15-year anniversary. We'll take a look at the loot here. But other than that, yeah, good luck out there. I will see if I can find some of those other sites, maybe bring more information on that as well. But the high-sec sites, the way they are here, are actually doable solo. And this time I actually have an Omen skin here as well. And look at that, a cerebral accelerator. So from this experience, it does look like they drop often enough. We can consume this guy right away. How long is it? 48 hours, so you just need like 6 of those over the course of 12 days. Feels like you can definitely try to hunt for that at least. You know, you could set that as your lowest bar for this event. And can I see what that looks like? Oh, you can see which ships are available for the Capsuleer Day. Let's activate the skin license then. Don't think I have it yet. Okay, that might be worth hunting for as well. Some more of those skins. Does look like they are on some pretty nice ships as well. Anyways, there you go, guys. A quick first video to let you guys know that this event is going on, but it's not going to be all too easy to run it. Still, feels like it should be accessible enough. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.